Did you need chapstick before we start?
I do.
Did you see yourself licking? You licked on one of the previews. You were doing that.
I have been making an effort to stop licking, but I did buy 4 new chapsticks.
Good.
I have the best chapstick. And I'm not getting paid to promote them, but it's the Hurrah one. It's so good.
Hurrah!
Yeah, it's like that.
That's funny.
I take it and I want to be like, hurrah, my lips aren't chapped anymore. Should we say it at the same time?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Jerkin Around, a podcast with Teisha and Crystal. Maybe we were meant to be on video. Welcome to Jerkin Around.
Welcome.
You said to just go.
Oh, I didn't know.
No. Welcome to Jerkin
We're
Around.
here today.
This week we're talking about Teisha's each other tattoo. And if one of us might be into females.
It's Crystal. The jig is up. I don't think anyone...
I'm not, but after last week I feel like I needed to say I'm into Kyle. And what else did we talk about today?
Tattoos, don't get one with Crystal.
And what really matters in life. We were just talking about the last episode with Teisha and Dana and I.
I made her edit something out.
Yeah, Teisha makes Dana edit all the best parts. It's so annoying. So we just told her we're not editing today no matter what. No edit, Dana. No. But Teisha... First things first, it sounds like I'm in love with Teisha in the last episode, and I love her as my best friend, but I'm not in love with her. I don't want to G-flip or Morgan Wade her. It sounds like I might be a lesbian in the last episode, but the thing that I care that people know is I have very good friends that are lesbians. I don't judge lesbians. I think there's a stigma with Christians that we have a problem with LGBTQ community, which we don't. We love everyone. So I think that's where I'm trying to go. But in trying to go there, it sounds like maybe I'm scared to come out.
Yeah.
Like I always thought Kyle and Mauricio would get divorced. I think people are like, one day Crystal's going to say she's in love with Teisha.
She's leaving Kyle.
This is her way, and she wants Teisha to play guitar. Because that part gets weird too. It's like I'm playing Morgan Wade at home alone, you know.
You did gift me guitar lessons for Christmas, though, and that's
no,
so
but
weird.
I'm not in love with you, and I'm not in love with Morgan Wade. But I'm talking about the tattooed guitarist, like on the episode, and I was like, I didn't think I liked tattoos, but it sounds like I do.
Well, we could have had matching tattoos, and you didn't go through with it, so it's like.
If you want to tell that story, that's fine.
That is fine. We were 18 years old. I will tell that story because it's so rude.
Why, when we went live, do I feel like you got nervous?
I know. I can't. I know. And
like we were just talking and bantering.
I know.
And now you're doing.
She's like needs the head.
But the good news is she's not licking today, and I'm proud of her. It's been a thing.
We were at a birthday on Sunday, and I licked my lips, and she's calling me out in front of people, and it was...
Well, I don't want her to look stupid.
I don't think anyone cares that I'm licking,
Teisha.
but you. Because you said you
look like you have a nervous condition, and you don't. And I want you to know, and you're pointing your tongue like you're hungry.
You said that you have a thing with licking because of Broxton, but nobody else has that. So nobody else is affected by my licking.
When anyone licks their lips, when Bear lips his lips, you tell him to stop licking. It's a normal, people who lick their lips have a nervous condition. It's like if you're going,
I think they're thirsty. I think they're thirsty, and I think I'm probably thirsty.
So we talked about drinking more water.
I am going to drink more water.
But I just don't want you to look stupid. I'll let you lick. And you're talking to the people, and I'm like, oh God, Teish.
You look like you're some like...
That's how you look. Dana, show her a clip.
No, I go like this. It's a subtle lick.
It's soaking wet when you're done.
It's a subtle lick, and she's going like in the corner
it's
like
no. It's the same wetness right now as it was a minute ago. No, I just don't want you to look like an idiot. You let me wear that blue shirt
and the orange shirt.
Last week. And like when I came into film, you should have said, that's bright. You're not going to like it. And you just let me. And I had a roll sticking out, and I'm fine with it. What I told Dana is I want people with rolls to know you're not alone. If you have a roll over your pants, it's fine.
And if you like bright clothes, it's fine. We're here for you.
If you wear a clip 99% of the time.
I did my hair today because I can't look at myself anymore with the clip and the homeless and
the
no
shirts
makeup.
are too baggy.
Well, this one's baggy, but it's fine.
No, it's cute with the shorts. The shorts look adorable.
I got ready today. I'm tired of looking homeless.
So I look homeless today, and I'm fine with it. And it might be too much of the boobs, but it's fine. They're a lot.
They're always out, but there's nothing you can do about it.
No, it's fine. They're out. So we were talking about the tattoos.
Oh, we were 18, and it was like when everyone was getting their tongues pierced. It was
we didn't want to do that.
No, we were freshmen in college, so we go down there to get our tongues pierced. And
tongues pierced? I wasn't getting my tongue pierced.
No, I was getting my tongue pierced.
You were not.
And then the lady said that like I had too many veins under my tongue, and it was gonna like.
No wonder your lips get so wet.
Hit a vein, exactly. It's like I've got a very veiny tongue.
You do, and pointy.
And
show Dana how you point it. Like, oh my God! Show Dana. Show the camera.
I have a lot of veins.
It's like black.
Yeah, so she said most people have veins that run this way, but I have them that run both ways, so like they couldn't pierce my tongue.
Do you think this is...
That is so gross, and you are a lesbian, and I'm tired of you, like, acting like you're not. You are. I think just come out with it. It's fine. I'm not gonna change in front of her anymore. I've been naked in front of her a bunch, and I'm not doing it
she's
anymore.
She's naked in front of everybody else, but not around me. I always think she thinks I'm looking, and I'm not looking.
You are.
Like, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Jen's like, Teisha sleeps naked. I'm like, she doesn't sleep naked with me. And I'm like, that's weird. And then like when we change, we're best friends. And she's all, nothing. Can I have that shirt? And then Jen's all, Teisha's always naked. I'm all, what? Like she's never naked in front of me. This is like in college, not now. We're not really naked in front of each other anymore.
No, yeah. It was
but
like
you know when you're naked with your girlfriends, she was always like, you know, the cover up friend.
And I was always naked with everyone else.
Yes.
I vacuum naked in our apartment.
Yes. Yeah. Like, she would never vacuum naked around me. Why is that? I'm not
you're
looking.
A lesbian. And it's like
I'm not looking. I promise.
It's fine.
I don't care. I'm not looking. I'm not a lesbian, and I'm not looking. I know I'm not because I don't want to. I can't do that.
No, I'm not.
I'm not interested in all the women parts. They don't do anything for me.
Totally. Okay, so anyway, so we go and Crystal's like, let's get matching tattoos, but I can't get a tattoo. This is her idea, mind you. She's like, but I can't get a tattoo or my parents are gonna see they're gonna kill me. So she's like, let's get a tattoo on our butts. And I was like, okay.
Where no one will see
I'm just like a good friend like that. I'm down. I'm like, sure, I'm down for that.
You're not really like that anymore.
No, not now. But I used to be more down. I was like, yeah, I'll do it, you know? And so we have the picture of us with our butts out just before the tattoo. So she picks the tattoo. She picks
my butt looks great back then too.
So does mine. Good. It's like the best.
I wish it looked like
Let's
that.
Put
it's
it
like
out there.
Yeah, and it's like really
there's not a dimple in sight. It's like so perfect.
Yeah, it is the perfect.
Yeah, let's get that out there. So she was like, let's do a butterfly. And purple. Her favorite color back then was purple. It was like purple everything.
Wait till Jen sharp hears this.
And so I was like, okay. So she's like, you go first. So I get a purple butterfly on my butt. And then she's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get it. Doesn't get it. This is a permanent tattoo on my body that I have now, and I can't wear now. The
Tell what you did to it. No, it's not my butterfly that's the problem. You added to it.
So months go down the road, probably a year, and I hate the tattoo.
And let's talk about who you got your other tattoo with, G-Flip.
It's one single butterfly. So I was like, so I had a boyfriend at the time and I was like, I hate this tattoo. So he like knew a tattoo guy and he was like, let's see if we can fix it. So we go and
fix it by adding on.
The guy's like, oh, I'll add like a flower to look like a butterfly flying over a flower. So then he added a flower. And so now it's two separate tattoos that look nothing like they're together next to each other. It was a
horrible idea. The real problem is the boyfriend, not the butterfly.
The real problem is now the cheeky suits are what's in. And I can't find a bathing suit to save my life that doesn't show my tattoo.
If you are younger, don't do things to your body that later you're going to regret. Who knew cheeky seats would be in?
Yeah, because at the time it was like you can only see it in a thong, so I was like, I'm safe. No, now it's out and it's horrible. And
did you ever wear a thong bathing suit in a contest?
You're so rude. Don't ever get a tattoo until you're 30. I really believe that should be the age.
40.
Yeah, 35.
Because now you're still living the single life at 30. It's more normal. Until you're married.
If you still want it and you're 35, you probably really want it.
Yeah, I agree. Even 30s, I feel like you're still making choices.
I just think
32.
the things you like at 18 are not what you like at 30. I mean, I'm sure like if you have like a special meaning, like somebody passed away or you're honoring somebody or something that means something to you, you would maybe not regret that 20 years later, but like a flower or a butterfly, you 5,000%.
There's so much I have to say about this.
And now the tattoos are all cute and small and dainty, and mine looks like I was in prison. It looks like a prison tattoo, and it's faded. It's like a blue-green
It's not an only tattoo, though. This is so important. There's
I'm going to get it
removed,
removed, but I'm scared it's going to hurt.
There's another tattoo that she got with a friend of ours that I do think they had a relationship.
Oh my God.
They slept in the same bed.
I didn't. She's trying to make this funny for
our friend did go the other way. Her best friend at the time. That's fine.
People would tell me, I think she might be playing for the other team. And I was like, I don't think
they
so.
slept in the same bed. She never slept in the same bed with me. She was probably naked around that friend all the time.
That shows how much I didn't get that vibe from her.
Yeah.
And I was getting it from this one. My gaydar is way off.
So she got a matching tattoo in a private area.
No, it's on right here.
Yeah.
Again.
Okay, it's right by her, you know, that's, what more private could it have been? Right on it? Like.
It's like on my hip right here.
Hip. It's right above
No.
the fancy part. It's right above the horseshoe bend.
It's not. The horseshoe bend. You're so.
You know.
Yeah, it's not. It's
It's right here.
No, it's up here.
It's still right. If someone's going to horseshoe bend, they're seeing the tattoo on the way.
Anyways, we went again. 21.
What does it mean though? Say what the tattoo means.
Let me say it. 21 on the beach in San Diego. We're like, let's get tattoos.
Was it when you sat on the cooler?
I'm a very down friend.
Was it when you sat on the cooler?
Actually, I think it might have been.
I think it was too. I think, remember when she sat on the cooler?
That trip was a slew of bad decisions.
Did you think that guy was going to like it?
No.
Because I loved it.
You said her name, beep out the name. So we were like, let's get tattoos. Again, I wanted it where you're not going to see. Again, the high cut suits now. We're not in style. So I have another tattoo with a friend.
What does it say?
And it was...
She was sleeping in the bed with her.
We were going to get the Japanese symbol of friendship, but when we were in the store, the symbol for friendship wasn't as cool looking.
She said.
So she suggested each other. So we got that symbol. Again, a giant prison tattoo on my body.
Tell me she wasn't in love with her. Each other.
100%.
Sleeping in the bed with her, each other, on your private horseshoe bend.
I mean... I don't want this to come
and
across
she won't
snobby.
cheat in front of me. I don't have any horseshoe bend tattoo.
I feel like I don't know why she wouldn't have been in love with me because I'm such a fun. I was so fun then. I'm not as fun now. And again, I sound like a snob, so
We had to edit last week when Teisha was mad that Ben was more. People thought Ben was more good looking than she was. I think we should bring it back.
Yeah, people think Ben's more good looking, and it
bothers her.
It used to bother me. Now I've kind of just accepted it.
Used to, as in last week? Used to. A few days ago it bothered me and now it doesn't. Now that we have listeners, it doesn't bother me. This is baloney. Each other in horseshoe bend.
It's not in the horseshoe.
That's the question of this week. Is a each other tattoo at horseshoe bend? And if you guys picture a horseshoe, you know what I'm talking about.
The moral of the story,
does that mean someone's in love with you?
Get tattoos with your friends. They're not going to get them, or they will get them.
Is that your only one, or do you have another one?
No, that's it.
But it's true. The bathing
Crystal
suit
also screwed one of our other friends.
Yeah, I did.
They went to get tattoos. A heart right here.
Purple.
A purple heart. Purple is so stupid. The
in the
worst
same
color.
horseshoe bend area.
No one likes purple. Anyway, it's the worst color.
Not too well.
No,
it looks black. Both times I was like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I saw it on Teisha, I was like, I don't like it.
Make her go first. That's what needs.
Yeah, well.
And Jen went first. She didn't learn from me. So then Jen got it too, and Crystal didn't get it either.
Again. I know. And then Jen did it. Like, sharp. I love her. But you know what the worst part is? So Jen goes first and I don't like the way it looks. I'm like, I'm not going to get it. And she's like, wait, are you kidding? I have this tattoo. I'm like, I love you, but I'm not getting it. Let's do each other. So years go by. She's pissed. Like, we're best friends. We're in college together. She's telling everyone. So we go see Teisha once in LA. That was quite a trip. That's when she was working at Hooters.
Yeah, I moved to LA.
She had gained like 10 pounds. It wasn't a big deal. So we were in a limo. Remember? And she's grabbed. You know how Honey Boo Boo? We're in the limo. We're going to see the Osbournes. We're going everywhere. We flew out to be with our friend in LA who's struggling. And we're in the limo and she's just like, yeah. So, you know, and you talk with it. And we're just like, what are you doing? She's like, whatever. And like, we all get out of the limo. She's sleeping in the limo. Like, she's not doing good. Not doing good. It was that stage though in life. You're really finding yourself. You're living in LA.
I was like 20.
Yeah. So anyways, so I'm like, fine. Teisha wouldn't come out of the apartment then. We go back from the limo. Teisha won't come out. We're like, we're going to get a tattoo. She's all, see ya. Like, we're here visiting her. And her apartment wasn't that big. It was weird. So then we go, and I got the tattoo of Jen, the purple heart.
Years later.
Yeah.
Didn't get the butterfly though.
But now, since I had my tummy tuck, they took it off.
They cut it out, so it's gone again.
I don't have any tattoos again.
It's so rude.
It's so rude. And Jen hates it now too, like Teisha does.
I am gonna get, hey, maybe one of our listeners knows somebody that does removal for free and it's painless. If you do, reach out, because I want to get my
She has a piercing removal she wants to.
No.
Yeah, there's no veins down there.
That is so disgusting. I don't have any other piercings. That's so whack.
The veins, though, I wonder if they would have said no to.
No, I don't know. I wouldn't have asked. I don't want that pierced.
But anyways, in LA.
Again.
In LA. No, I'm not. I am not. But in LA, there was another story I wanted to tell. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
I have some stories from LA.
Shut up. I know what you're thinking. So we're sleeping. You let me sleep in the bed when I went and saw you in LA, probably because I took a flight. And so we're sleeping and her pillow's gone. She does this thing where if something's missing, she says, that's weird, aka you stole it.
I am very intentional with everything. So like when something's misplaced, like Ben loses everything all the time. He's like, where's my phone? Where's this? It drives me nuts.
So do I.
Oh, it drives me nuts. So I just am very intentional. I set stuff for a reason.
Kyle's
here.
like that.
So I don't lose things. So when things are gone, it's so weird. So yeah, they came and then I couldn't find my pillow. And I was like, well, that's weird. Because like my pillow was here and then they came and now they're gone and now my pillow's gone.
So I'm in bed with her. She's fully dressed. And so we're going to bed and she's like, do you have my pillow? And I'm like, no, I just have these two pillows.
I forgot about that.
And she's like, no, really, do you have my pillow? I'm like, no, I don't I have this pillow. Do you want to feel it? That's not my pillow. That's weird. It was here a minute ago. And looks at me and I'm like, okay, I didn't take your pillow. It's not like shoved in my bag. She's like, but it's weird. It was here a minute ago and now it's gone. And you just got here. And when you got here, the pillow's gone. Like
I just do
insinuating
it about everything.
Yeah,
it's like
the pillow fell on the side of the bed. It's so annoying. I'm like, this pillow? You jackass.
I do it about everything. We were at a bachelorette party and I took my ring off and set it on the bed to put lotion on and then I couldn't find my ring and I was like, that's weird, where's my ring? And I thought that someone took my ring.
From the bachelorette party.
Yeah.
So she had everyone mad at this girl. The girl didn't take her ring.
No.
She's a liar. She has my ring. Check her bag when she's not looking. It was
you know
like
when there's one that you're like, yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, if it was anyone, it was her, you know? And no one was mad at her, but she didn't take it.
They were too mad at her, that's a lie.
She didn't take it.
She's gonna call you later to edit that part.
Maybe.
Okay, moving on.
I found it like 5 seconds later. It was on the bed. It was just like, I think it was like a busy bedspread and I didn't see it for a second.
Okay, I hate to talk about Kyle and Mauricio, but I just want to for 5 seconds. Because I like talking about it. But did you hear they picked up the cameras? Mm-hmm. It's so clear. They're waiting to announce the split on the season. Just for ratings. Like, what would you do for ratings? I wouldn't do half the things people do for ratings. Like Raquel.
Would you bring up embarrassing stories about your best friend for ratings?
I wouldn't do it for ratings. I would do it for laughs. I would do it for laughs. I don't really care about ratings. The only reason I care about ratings is because, you know, my long-term dream is to be a podcast star. And I hope that one day we're there.
Oh my God, she's whacked. She's just
Teisha has a different goal, but I'm not going to say. You do have to get that thing removed, though, before you're able to dance like that again.
so dumb.
So, but anyways, Andy Cohen says you're going to find out more in this season. So you're totally going to watch this season.
Yeah, I am. I haven't watched in years, and I'm watching.
But it's sad, like, what people do for ratings. Like, it ruins your life. Going into something else about that.
I think when you're in an agreement with the show's producers, production, I think there's certain things you have to
it's crazy,
disclose on camera that you can't, like, tell off camera. So I think...
It's like Black Mirror. Have you seen Black Mirror?
No.
It's crazy.
What is it?
It's that show I was telling you about where
I don't listen to all your show recommendations.
Oh, Outlander.
Outlander's the best show.
No,
she watched so good.
Thank you, Dana. It's the boringest show ever. And many people have said that. And you're like, I can't get into
Many people, you and Dana.
No, like 5 people.
Kara
Kara
Pruitt doesn't like it. 3 people. Autumn loves it.
Oh, there was someone else.
She's obsessed.
Yeah, so you have one.
No, I have several. It's the best show.
It's not best show at all.
Outlander it's like...
Oh my God,
maybe
this
it
isn't
takes
an Outlander promo.
No, maybe
it's
it
so
takes
stupid.
a certain type of person to appreciate Outlander. I'm just saying.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm just saying maybe you're not that person.
This is so stupid. Maybe it takes a certain person to understand Vanderpump Rules, which you love. Like, it's stupid. Like, it's so stupid. Like, the show she's talking about that I don't like, this is good for our listeners, is the best show ever on television. What's the drug show that you can't get into?
Oh, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. If anyone's watched Breaking Bad, it's like 10 out of 10 on IMDb, which is like millions of people say it's the best show ever. And that's the show recommendation.
I think we watched like 2 or 3 seasons and then
Dana, have you watched it?
I'm obsessed.
Thank you.
God.
Everybody you talk to.
Every episode's the same. It's just
No,
like,
it's not the same. He kills like people. You're like, you had to kill him. They were gonna tell. Like it's weird.
So exciting.
That's the show. What other show don't you like? I'm sure our listeners like it.
Oh, I feel like there was just a show.
Just like that.
What was it? Yeah, it's similar.
I like those.
Ozarks.
Ozark's so good, Dana.
No.
It's so good.
It's depressing. It's like you don't feel like any type of way when you're watching, except for like, this is depressing. Like that's what I'm thinking the whole time. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, they are. I don't watch them because they're uplifting. I watch them because it's escape from reality.
Well, I watch things that are not uplifting as well, but they're good. That is not uplifting. And
so you're saying the people on IMDb that gave Breaking Bad 10 out of 10, they're all stupid because it's not a good show. Go ahead.
I don't think they're stupid, but I don't think they have great taste in shows.
Okay, that's just awful.
What about Ted Lasso?
So we just started it. We're only like three
doesn't love it. I can already
episodes
tell.
in. No, I do. We're only a few episodes in. I feel like in the beginning, shows take a minute to get going. Like
she likes like a lot of sex scenes in her shows.
Oh my
That's why you like
God.
Outlander.
No, I don't.
She's all Ben Outies, and then it's gonna be innies.
Oh my God, this is made up. Outlander, the newer seasons don't even have the sex. It's like the first
you do.
season.
Like the books you pick. Like I'm serious. You have a problem.
Oh my God, no.
She only likes books that are raunchy.
No, I don't. Miss Parrish, there's no sex. That book is so good.
Okay.
No. That's not true. Outlander, you fall in love with the characters.
I think
you're
it's good.
so invested.
I don't think it's great. I think it's good.
I think it's the best show I've probably ever seen.
No.
Except the original 90210 is up there with me. With that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Cisco Nebo won't be calling you.
Oh my God.
Okay, moving on. I had a story.
I know. What was it? Oh, and I was saying I haven't watched it because
it's
I
the
don't
best
like your
show.
show picks. That's how we got there.
Thank you. I'm not saying it's a back show. I'm saying the show is scary, and you agree with this, that sometimes they do put things out to desensitize the viewers because those things might really happen.
Yeah.
In Black Mirror, the Black Mirror is the face of your phone.
Ew.
Is the Black Mirror. So it's saying that they have the rights to your life because when you like sign on to Netflix, you know those things you don't read and you just click yes, buy Netflix? They said that she signed off on her rights of her, whatever the Black Mirror picks up. They're able, and there's so many electronical things in our world that they can do a reality show on people's lives without their permission because we have these things around.
Oh, yeah.
It's really crazy. It's like you could do it. So my point is, she didn't realize what she was signing on to, and then her whole life is ruined. She like,
I think I saw. Is that where the couple was like watching the show and it shows them?
Yes.
Oh, I saw like and
when like she cheated on her husband and it was on there.
Oh yeah.
And then her husband, she was beating him with the bat, like he was driving away, and it was recording the whole thing.
Oh my God.
So like it ruined her life. She lost her job. She lost everything because of the Black Mirror.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Maybe
it
I
could
will
be real.
watch.
Just like The Net years ago. Did you ever watch that with Sandra Bullock?
Yeah.
It was like it could happen so much. People can hack in, but it's just crazy that like her real life is being ruined because of ratings and a contract. I think people in the public eye, why we don't want to be famous, is you get so tied into even this is so stupid, but those ads to be an Amazon influencer or sell those things, I feel like it's still making a deal with the devil. Like when you're getting such good something from something, like so much money or attention or fame, I think it's really hard to walk away, but those aren't the things in real life that really fulfill you.
Yeah.
For example, Jeff Bezos, that's his name. Amazon, if you look at the pictures of him when he started Amazon with the hanging, like it's like Amazon, he like spray painted it on a sign, and his wife and his kids, he has like no hair, he's not good looking. His wife stood by him through the book business, through everything, and everybody's main goal, I say this all the time, so you'll be like, but everyone's main goal in life is to provide for their family, right? So he's starting this company to build a life for his family, and in turn, you almost like sell your soul to the business or to the thing that's providing, and then you end up divorcing because you left your family to provide for your family, which caused the divide in your family, which then you lose your family and you're on two incomes supporting your life. Like it's crazy how much that happens. Right? Like even doing Housewives, they signed on because it's going to be good, it's going to make money, but then they get lost in the you in it, like the selfish in it, and then everybody gets divorced that does that show. But if they came to us right now and said, do you want to be in reality TV, would you say no? I don't know. You'd be like, oh, it'd be so cool. I
Yeah, it feeds the ego.
Yes. And
right. And everybody has that part inside of them.
Yeah, it's natural.
Right.
But the Amazon, it's crazy. Like, she stood by him when he had nothing, and now he's the richest man in America and has a 20-year-old girlfriend, you know, with the big old piece, you know? But like, even Kevin Costner right now,
I know.
she said he was never home. And so to the world, he's the biggest deal. He's the Yellowstone. He's
right.
amazing. But what we love about his character in Yellowstone is the type of father he is.
Right.
But in real life, now he's divorced and they're kids, and he's kicking his wife out of the house. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. You did Yellowstone to provide for your family,
right.
but now you just lost your family providing for your family. I just think that happens. I think our society, like we've talked about, really encourages, like, even in real estate, that GIF you sent me was hilarious.
Wasn't it?
It was like her all dressed, walking, and like being this top realtor, and then behind the scenes, her kids all on her on the computer, you know. But we have to act like, you know, even when I'm out of town, I say, you know, I'm tied up right now.
Right.
I'm on a boat, you know. But you're not supposed to be with your family. Like, you're looked at as weak if you're with your kids.
Or like, I can't take you to show houses tomorrow because my kid has a game. It's
yes.
like, I'm always like, oh, I'm tied up. That
yes.
I can go later.
Because it looks unprofessional.
Right.
But why aren't we respected more?
For
because
saying,
we keep
like,
our family a priority,
yeah.
right? Like, just like years ago, here we go on a tangent, but even in any job avenue, like Facebook and Instagram, it used to matter, your character, like who you were, used to matter for you to take a job or a public position. But now it's like, oh yeah, you were just in jail, you'll be a great president, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the president was in jail, but I'm saying, like, it used to matter. If you were a liar in your personal life, aren't you a liar in business?
Right.
Like, isn't it the same person?
Right.
But like, you can be a dirty on Instagram and they'll hire you just fine. It doesn't matter because
It's
you're
bizarre.
being true to your true self.
Yeah.
But like, your true self should have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Like you in college, you know?
Right.
It was your true self during the 2. Some of our listeners, very few will know what that means. Brandy, that's for you. 2.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, I don't know. It's just like crazy. Cause like, I don't care if this is out there, but the volleyball coach at our school, we went on her social media. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like, it's so bad to the point that if, like, I would be like, I'm not sure I think this is a good choice. I think that's just so important for kids to know. This is forever with you.
Right.
Like, I'm so glad I didn't have social media in college.
Yeah.
When I was knocking on that guy's door at 2 a.m.
Well,
like,
that's why I tell my kids, I'm like, don't even send a text unless you're fine with the whole world seeing it. Because it's out there. You can't ever take it back.
Yeah. But it's important, even as a mom. In business, I was at lunch with someone yesterday, and it's so big in our business. Grow, more. Don't you want to close 100 houses in a year? And I'm like, no. I know what that means, and I don't want that. But then I like to be, and not an overachiever. What do you? I don't know. I like to always feel like I'm doing my best. I'm one of the best.
Yeah, this sounds. Yeah.
What?
Never.
You're gonna make fun of me? Go ahead.
No.
Please.
I'm not gonna say.
Let's be real.
No, I feel like. This sounds so dumb, but I was watching the Kardashians.
Yeah.
And did you see the latest episode when Kim and Kourtney had the talk?
No, I'm dying. I love Kourtney.
Okay, so she's talking to Kim, and she's like, and it reminded me of me and you, because she said, Kim, like, you have this need to like conquer everything. Like, why can't you say no? Why couldn't you say no to that deal? Because Kim was like, it's not about the money. It's about doing something that I wasn't good at. I could prove to myself. She like co-produced a fashion show with Dolce & Gabbana. She was the creative director.
Yeah.
She was the creative director. And so she was like...
But she hurt Kourtney in doing it.
Exactly.
It's a big deal.
And so Kourtney was like, what inside of you, what void do you have that you have to conquer? And it's never enough.
Yeah.
And so it reminded me of you. I know,
Is this an intervention? No, I like it.
Well, that's why I didn't want to say it, because it's not in a negative way.
No, but it's the truth.
You have more of that.
Yes.
You want always to be... She's an achiever.
Yes.
And not like I'm a loser.
No,
but
my brother is the same.
Yes. And so I don't have that thing inside of me. Like, I feel, and that's what Kourtney was like, what about contentment? Like, when is enough? And I feel like it reminded me of you. Not in the same way.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's a thing. And I've talked about that in therapy. And Kourtney's gone to therapy.
Yeah.
You know, we're pro-therapy. We have really good counselors, though. It has to be a good counselor. Let's put that out there. Because I had a friend that was at a counselor for 5 years.
Oh, it was like 10. It was like a long time.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on? Have you gone to counselor? She's like, I see my counselor every week. I'm like, okay, fire them, because they suck. Because you're not dealing with any of these real issues. So she went to our counselor. Teisha and I have a married couple that we've gone to together and we've gone to singularly, and she's gone to her, changed her life. And the great thing about our counselor is I don't see her regularly. I see her when something comes up, probably once a year, maybe twice a year if it's something bad. Like around the holidays, I see her because the holidays are a hard time because of families and trying to make everybody happy, and I'm a pleaser, so I have to get rooted on what's important for my family, and then she helps me kind of figure that out, and then I go to the family and be like, this is what we're doing. That's one of the things I go, and then like it's a lot for me with family dynamics.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
she
if you
doesn't
need counseling,
believe in
go to
like
it. Get
keeping
it.
you. Her goal is you set goals, we achieve them, and you're done. But Dr. Leroy says if a counselor keeps you longer than like a year, fire them. Because they're just enabling you to stay with them so that you're dependent on them. You want a counselor that fixes what needs to be fixed and sends you on your way. It's so important. And if you're a Christian, I believe in a Christian counselor because they share your values.
Right.
That's all I have.
Like if you're struggling with your marriage, they're not going to push divorce. They're going to
because I had friends that went to counselors that weren't even married. I'm like, how can you speak on marriage if you've never been married? It's so hard to live it than it is to speak on it. And they were like, what about you? It's a very, what about you? What about you? What makes you happy? That's not like real life. Like real life is different. I don't know. That's important. It's not any counselor, it's the right counselor.
Yeah.
If they have you there for more than a year, get a new one.
Right. I would be a horrible counselor because I wouldn't tell people what they wanted to hear at all. I'd be like, toughen up.
No, this person, she listened last week. She goes, was that about me? I go, kind of. Like, it's funny how people know the stories that they're them. But this person, I was talking to her last week and she said that's one of the reasons I didn't like her is she told me things I didn't want to hear and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And so she went to another counselor that would tell her whatever she wanted to hear and take your money. And another thing with the counseling is our counselors don't take insurance, and so a lot of people don't go to them because they're like, well, I only have to pay $40 at the other one. But the counselor keeps you for a year at $40 a pop. You're going to spend more than going to a good counselor 5 times, paying the full price. Yeah. It's a better investment. When something is too easy, don't go to it. Like if a doctor's too easy, don't go to it. If a realtor's not too available, don't go to it.
Right.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like you want the best, and the best aren't always the easiest.
Yeah.
Even the guys.
There's a reason that it's harder to get to.
Yeah.
When the guy's too easy, probably has a side piece,
Oh, boy.
You've been through that.
Stupid.
Okay, go ahead. So I'm Kim. But Courtney went to counseling, and I think that's why she asked that. It's a very good question, because I've talked about that.
Yeah, because she was like, what about just like contentment with like not money and things? Because you're not motivated by money and things at all.
But I am worried about like
successes and achievements
and goals.
Goals. It's like very...
You wrap your identity up in that.
I totally do.
Yes. And
I
like
totally
she's
do.
always
It's very
like
bad.
looking to...
More.
Yeah, to
More.
be like an achievement or something. And I'm not saying that's bad, because I actually think that's a great quality about you, because I'm kind of more like content with being just...
Yeah, but you're still achieving.
But I'm not trying to be like the number one in the field.
Can I just take a minute? You're going to hate this.
Lovely.
Yeah, you're going to hate this, but this is so... Oh my gosh, this is random. You're going to think they're going to think I'm a lesbian.
Oh my God, they already think it. They already think it.
No, I don't know why I want to say it, but what I love about you, and I might cry, it's what I love about working with Teisha, because a lot of people, we're in a team, so she's also my best friend, she's also in the team, so there's a weird dynamic there, and oh God, you're ruining my moment.
Oh my God, spit it out.
Okay, but what I love about you is that you're such a hard worker. It's not, I don't pick you to do a deal with me or give you like a lead because you're my best friend. You're a really hard worker.
Oh, thanks.
And like you really nail whatever you're doing, you do it to your best, but you're not outward about it. It's not like you're like me, like, oh, I'm number one in this or that. You're really quiet, but you're a hustler inside, like such a hustler. I love that about you.
Yeah.
Like in work, you're so good. Like it's not just because I like you. It's like if I didn't
you need
like
to sell
you,
your house, call me.
Yeah. If I didn't like you, I would still be like, you're one of the hardest working people I know.
Oh, thanks.
But it's cool because like, even in this industry.
No, if I'm doing something, I'm going to do it.
She does it all the way.
I won't do something half-assed.
Such a hard worker. I never have to be like, hey, Tish, can we get that done?
No.
And that could make this dynamic really awkward. That's why people say it's awkward to work with your friend. But when it's work, we're not like friends.
No.
Like, I'm not the easiest boss. No,
and
Regina
I'm not like not doing a good job because my friend is my boss.
It's not like Fox is sick. She's like, you know how Fox was sick? I didn't get to that. Like, I wouldn't be okay with that.
No.
I don't really.
And I wouldn't be okay with it either.
Yes. Yeah, it's really
but
cool.
I don't have this like achieve where I'm like.
But she still hustles in it. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's what's rare.
Yes.
Most of the time, the hustlers are the
overachievers.
by accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's rare that
That is rare.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Because when you're talking, you sound like you're just okay with mediocre, but in the things you're not mediocre.
And I'm not okay with anything my name attached being mediocre.
Yes.
But I'm not
But it doesn't take over your identity like it does me.
And I'm not trying to be like known for something or like not known, that's the wrong word.
I like to be known for something.
Yeah, I'm not like, I don't care if like
her name's on it.
Yes. It's just
if she's the front, like she's really helped our
fine
business
being behind the scenes
grow.
Yeah.
Like she's the secret weapon. But she, my name is kind of on it, but she's really helped it grow.
I don't care about my name at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. I almost do better when my name's not.
She does.
Yeah.
Like on the podcast?
Like the podcast is hard for me because
gosh. I'm used to my number one cheerleader in my corner and I'm like, yeah, do you think we should stop? She's like, probably. I'm like, that was your moment to say, no, it's great.
Because if it was just her podcast, I'd be like, no, keep going. Like we got this. I can do this, this, and this to make it better. But when if it involves me, I'm like, ooh, because I
know this isn't working out. I need my buddy, like my encourager.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. But you're still a hard worker, even though you don't care about the accolades.
Yes, that's what it is. I don't care about that.
And I love them. Mm-hmm. The more the accolades, the better.
That's so funny.
And I am more motivated by money than you, actually.
Yeah, and I'm not motivated by money at all.
And not money because I want to be, but more money for...
So she can travel.
Yeah.
And preparation probably.
Yes. Yes. I want money for, like safety. Oh.
That's my ringer.
I'm all, let's put, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
But no.
You want me to stop?
Mom, I'm in the middle of recording the podcast. Do you need me? I
can leave it.
They do this thing where she calls once, I don't answer call again. It's like I'm not.
But then you're thinking someone's like
yeah.
So no, I definitely feel like I am more. You're motivated by the accolade and the recognition, and I'm more motivated by money because not to be like I'm rich, but I want to have security and do the experiences that I'm very like experience motivated. I love traveling. I like doing things with my kids.
Do you like saving?
I love saving. I'm obsessed with saving.
Yeah, I'm not.
And even though we spend it all on vacations, so like we could do better in that area, but it's fine. But yeah, I like want to make, so that I feel like is my motivation. I'm like, I want to get, and I think about the future, like, oh, like when can we retire and so we can travel? Like I think about all those things. So.
Twice.
Oh my gosh, she's whacked. It's nothing.
Yeah, and I like.
Hold on 1 second.
But you know what? In counseling, they did.
Ken, what's up? I'm recording.
Are you gonna be home soon?
Yeah, I gotta pick up CJ at 11:15.
Hurry.
Bye. She's whacked. It's nothing.
What is
She's
she wants to go to the
obsessed
store?
with me. Yeah, I took her to Sephora yesterday.
I know you take her every day. You took her to Tilly's the day before. I told you.
Well, that was school shopping. Sephora was not. That was just because I'm like, whatever.
So where does she want to go today?
Who knows? I'm done with it.
You're gonna take her.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I am.
Where are you taking her?
I don't know. She hasn't asked for anything yet.
Oh, why
she
does
just
want
likes
you
me home. It's so weird.
I know.
When I'm home, she ignores me the whole time. But then, unless I'm on the phone, then she's in there listening.
Yeah.
But then, as soon as I'm gone, it's like, look at, I have how many text messages? 100. Look at this. She's psycho.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you like it a little?
And then she's a mommy's girl. We call her mommy's girl. And she's totally, and so she's like, where are you? When are you coming home? She's like a little mini, like when we are in Tahoe, Ben and I go downstairs to gamble. She's like, when are you coming up? I'm like, I've been gone 10 minutes. And I don't even gamble.
Yeah,
I'm
Maddie's
like,
the same.
Yeah. They just like that. It's security.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, but anyways, in counseling, she did ask me, when is it enough? And it was a really hard moment.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you achieving for? Like, where's the goal?
Right.
And where's the void? There is a void. Like, when you... But I feel like I'm a lot better than I used to be. Like,
totally.
Even with the team, we were growing, we were big. I did want to be like more of a name.
Well, this is where you're different than
like,
Kim. Is you have like a eternal perspective of, I think if you didn't have a relationship with God, or you'd be like,
I'd be there.
I would be. It would be bad. But because you have God and your priorities and values are based on like a biblical foundation, and like putting your husband first and putting your family first and being a mom, and like I feel like that really keeps you in check. Yeah. And you're very in tune with that. And so that's where I think you do have a healthy balance.
But it's not natural for me.
No. But that's where you have a healthy balance, because
really
it keeps you, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think natural. You would never let it get out of hand, because I think you do have such a strong, backbone, like an anchor in like what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
And like an eternal perspective. Am I doing this for me? Am I doing this for God? And that's where I think sometimes you're even I'm not making money for God. Like I'm making money for myself. So my vacation. So I almost think yours is better because you're way more in tune with why you're doing things.
Yeah.
Where mine is more selfishly motivated.
It's hard though to battle when you are in that achiever mindset it's hard for me in meetings and I honestly don't go to a lot of classes and stuff because when I see everyone around me and I see what they're doing and they're talking goals and they're talking this, I can get really wrapped up in it because I want to beat them all, and it's like I have to stay in our corner. I have to stay away from that stuff and focus on, in our industry, it's very pushed, like more, and we talk about this.
In every industry, I think, though.
I think you're right, but in teaching, it's not like that. That was my other industry.
Teaching's not.
Teaching is not. It's like back in the day, it was very like, how many people are you helping?
Yeah.
Teaching, you're not compensated based on your
achievement.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the difference.
So that's my comparison. In that industry, it was survival.
Yeah, our industry is very,
It's very more. I get calls, don't you want to close 100 deals? I'm like, no. Don't you want to make $1 million? I'm like, for what?
But I'm all yes. Show me the money. No, I'm just kidding.
But I think we're motivated by that. But then what you don't realize in doing that, besides those Amazon influencers that keep showing up, I raised all my kids and made $10,000 a week. I'm all, sign me up.
Yeah.
Every day. But I don't think there's always a give and a get, And I know what I would have to give to get that. And I don't want to. And I think when you make smarter choices with your money, not that Kyle and I are perfect whatsoever, but we did focus.
You guys are smart though with your money.
Focused for years on paying off debt, and I say that a lot, but when you pay off your debtor, and the Bible talks about this a lot, you are a slave to your debtor. When you live debt-free, which we're not there, but when you live debt-free, you are not the slave to anyone, and so many of us work just to pay our bills. But when you are a slave to your debt, like how many times have you had the car payments, the house payments, and you're just so often, Kyle and I were like that when we were first married and I stayed home. We were killing ourselves just to pay the bills. There was no extra to go do. And I think that's where it gets hard when you do see people vacationing and this and that. If you're on a set income, it's very hard to do anything outside of your set income. But where the secret sauce for us was, we worked for 2 years to pay off all of our debt. And it's so important to talk about because it's not, you're so accomplished in the world when you have new cars and you have new houses, and it sounds stupid. I feel stupid when I say that because it might look like I do have those things. But what people don't see on the backside is the things that we did behind the scenes to have these things.
Right.
Like even our house, people didn't realize we were homeless for 1.5 years and lived in the trailer. To pay, all of our money went towards the house because we were really dead set on having a low mortgage. It's just so important you pay those things off so that you have freedom to do other things, and I don't know. I'm just so pro it. You don't realize the stress for me, and we have different ideas on that because different financial advisors have different ideas on it because, even my good friends who are very smart with money, they're like the return on making a car payment and having your money sit in the bank, it's a greater return to sit in the bank than it is to just pay that car payment or pay off your car. But for us, having both private businesses, for us to not have monthly payments gives us the most peace.
Yeah.
So for us to have that car paid off, it might not make as much money, but the peace that comes with no debt or just a mortgage, it's so different than, in a given month, if we have a slow month, what we really have to pay is minimal compared to, not my business because I have to pay for other things, but in our personal life, we could make little. We could I could go back to teaching and we could still live the life we live, but 0 vacations, 0 Viore, 0 anything extra.
It's like that image with the iceberg where it's under the water. You don't see all the things it took to get to this point.
Right.
People are just seeing what's above the surface.
Yeah. And paying off debt is boring. I remember those 2 years.
Or driving. Ben drives a paid-off truck that's 10 years old, and
our van.
And it's because I'm like, oh, I'd rather, and our house needs to be painted. It's horrible.
But I'd
rather go on a vacation and spend $5,000 than painting my house. It's so I'm not saying that's a smart choice. Everyone just has different things that are important to them.
Yes, and I think once you have no car payment, it's the car payments these days.
Oh, it's like a house payment.
insane.
Yeah.
So when you live without one, you're like, ugh, if we have
I
that
know.
car payment, we can't go on these trips.
Yeah.
Or do these things. I think that's with age. Things start to matter to you more and less.
Yeah.
You know, but like vacations, like we've said, people.
And some people don't care about vacations.
No.
They're just not. Kyle, he doesn't, yeah.
We were talking about it last night about how, because I have 2 trips coming up.
Yeah.
We have Huntington, which is a thing we do every year with a group of people, and then we go see my family in New Jersey, and he fights about New Jersey every time. So with our pool being cracked, it's like a skate park out there, no water right now. It's very depressing for him because he worked really hard. But he's like, he did make a good point though. And I'm like, he's like, I don't think we can go on those trips because I don't have the money, blah, blah. And I was like, but those trips bring memories. And he's like, but you're not thinking about the memories that our pool brings too. He's like, how many events did you already have?
Right.
Parties that were in our home with everyone coming over that did cultivate memories. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
It is more memories with the pool than it is with those 1 trips, but they're both important.
Yeah.
I don't know. Summing it up, pay off your debt and get tattoos that say each other.
No. Don't get tattoos. If your best friend
Yeah.
suggests a tattoo, make her go first.
And focus on eternal things. It's
Yeah.
a good reminder. Because I do feel like a loser sometimes in those meetings. Like even yesterday, how big is your team getting? I'm like, not getting any bigger. Because with more comes more stress, more problems.
More is not
More
better.
money, more problems.
Exactly.
Not that we all don't like money, but I think there's a fine line.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I guess this means more money, more problems for you. Yeah, I guess so. More money, more problems. It's just the way it is. Hey, we're coming back to you,